Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria, where we are currently losing money due to Britain's wars. Hopefully that will stop soon, but we need to find a way to break free of Britain, right? That's going to be a very, very big deal. There's so many fronts here that we can't really fight, is the thing. Yeah, there's these wars breaking out, and I don't think that Great Britain is going to lose to Communist Britain. I would love it if they did. That would be amazing. But I really feel like that's not going to happen. So I think for the time being, we're just going to keep our construction paused. And yeah, this market access is our primary issue at this moment. Once some of these wars wrap up, the market access will fix and our economy will start to improve again. We're going to need to pay down our debts for a while here. But being this reliant on Britain to not stir up trouble and not destroy our economy while also taking $500,000 per week, I really don't like that. I would be so happy if we were able to declare our independence right now. And I feel like it's like gamey reasons why we can't do that, right? I feel like we should be able to declare our independence at this exact moment. I really wish we could, but the game doesn't allow it. But now would be the time. Communist Great Britain is losing this battle. Yeah, that's not shocking. They're winning this battle. I don't think Communist Great Britain will win, but the idea there is that they would keep Britain occupied, right? Open Hearth processes has been finished up, so we're definitely going to swap over to the Open Hearth process. There we go. And many of these are off of auto expand. Let's turn that back on. I do wish that it would stop turning those off on us, but whatever. Any in here? Actually, yeah, fishing wharves. Cool. So that'll be okay. And what do we want to go for next? Maybe something in society, like human rights? That wouldn't be bad, actually. Let's go ahead and do that. This proletarian revolt is interesting to me. Are they winning? Like, I want to look at the diplomatic play here. So they're able to do a diplomatic play for a proletarian revolt at this time. And they are currently winning. I would so like to be able to declare independence while Britain is occupied like this. That would be so good. Sadly, we just can't. We're going to start paying off our debts again now. That's a good sign. Now that our market access has been fixed, and these guys are getting taken care of. But, man. It's going to be tough any way we slice it. Unless we can convince Britain to just let us go diplomatically. But I don't see a future where that happens. I really don't. But I also don't see a future where we're able to fight on this many fronts. At least not without a significant law change. Like, for example, mass conscription. The landowners would be super salty about it. But we would need something there. We could enact the right of assembly. The landowners are opposed to that because of course they are. What did we just get? We just got a technology, I think. Probably rubber mastication. That was really close. Yeah. Okay. So that's not that big of a deal. Cool. So we're paying down our debts right now. And yeah, I really, really wish that we could go after Great Britain at this moment. I feel like this is a big, big problem with the game right now, actually. I legitimately believe this. Because look at all of these puppets that Britain has here. They have to do nothing to keep them under their control. And they all have to rebel independently. That's insane. Absolutely insane. I really feel like there needs to be a factional system for that. Or some form of a system to control all of the puppeting. Because we can't fight Britain on our own. We can't. how's this battle going anyway? Britain's winning it. Okay. We can't fight Britain on our own. And we can't fight all of these fronts. Because every single one of these is going to be like 2 to 3 fronts, right? So that's just an insane, like, widespread quantity of troops. We can't scale to that size. So we're just kind of stuck. There's no diplomatic options, and there's no military options. We just have to remain under Britain, is where we're at right now. And that's strange. That's definitely strange, because this would be such a good opportunity. And I really wish that we could take it. I wish that so much. Regardless, we are paying down our debts by a decent amount, so that's good. Knights of Waves, huh? Okay, a bunch of devastation. That's non-great. Days of Darkness as well. Yeah, Krakatoa. We are not going to be able to give money to the Krakatoa eruption. It is what it is. Krakatoa isn't really going to affect us all that much, is it? Here? Where is the Krakatoa eruption at? In West Java. Yeah, that flows this direction, I'm pretty sure. So I think that it doesn't affect us that much. It'll affect us somewhat. The other thing, of course, that we could do is focus in hard on military technologies. Things like breech-loading artillery, war propaganda. Actually, 20% conscriptable battalions there would be pretty good. But that's 14 years to research that. 14 years. We don't have that kind of time. So instead, we could take breech-loading artillery or repeaters. But we'll go for breech-loading artillery, I think. Let's go ahead and switch over there. We definitely do need to work on our tech. No doubt about that one. Protectionism, huh? The landowners would again be opposed to that. And there's not really much we can do there. Okay. So we're paying down our debts. How would things look if we were to resume our construction right now? Minus 260? Okay. And yeah, Communist Great Britain does lose, as expected. So, Great Britain. If we were to demand independence right now, minus 124. Okay. Well, we can send it. They're going to decline. But we can send it. And yeah, if we were to do this, there's just so many little states in here that we didn't get integrated earlier on. And I feel like that is the core problem that we're in here. Because we became the British Raj rather than staying the East India Company, but that was something Britain did when we... Yeah, so I think all of this is traceable back to not successfully getting our law changes done in the early game. It's a little strange that it's structured this way, absolutely. That's definitely not what I would have expected. But, I mean, like I've said before, this is the first time that we've played as a vassal nation in Vic 3. And I feel like we've discovered a few cracks in the game here. No doubt about that. There really does need to be tools for breaking free that don't exist right now that are in other Paradox games. Like, for example, an independence diplomatic play that we can do when Britain is otherwise occupied. A coattail diplomatic play would be the dream. Currently, that's not possible. We are paying off at about $500,000 per week here. So that's going pretty well. And we're going to be able to construct here very shortly. We're still paying about 24.8k in interest. Oh, rubber discovered in Ceylon. That's actually really nice. We do have... Let's see. Rubber plantations would go here. We should probably build rubber plantations, like, maxed out. I'm going to put these actually at the bottom of the list, so that'll be fine. But something along the lines of that. Now we're at 540k. What would this look like if we were to resume now? Still positive? Okay, I love it. We're going to continue our construction here then. And that's good. We're going to continue to look for opportunities to get free from Britain. As a hypothetical, Actually, no. I was going to say that we should bring up our military and see what that would end up looking like. For now, I don't think that's a good idea, actually. Okay, we're dipping negative financially here. I'm not shocked about that. I was actually surprised that we were positive. So I think that we should go away. There we go. I think we should probably continue to pause our construction for the time being. Because we are paying 22.3K in interest right now. So we should continue to have this be paused for a little bit. Cool. Britain is currently taking 800K with that diplomatic pact. Okay. What exactly can we do here? An interesting question. An interesting question indeed. We'll have to think about that. We're kind of waiting for Britain to get cut down to size by somebody. But that requires external factors, right? Which isn't great. We definitely don't like that. So continuing to work on our military technology will be fine. Conquer state in North China, huh? Okay. We're not going to fight up here. We're going to continue to pay this down. Only 3 million now? Or I guess closer to 4 million? Sure. Now it's 3 million. And we're basically paid off as far as our debt goes. Just a couple more weeks until that's done, and we'll properly resume our construction. And those paper mills will help matters somewhat. 1.95 million. Beautiful. 900,000. It is now 1900. We need to break free from Britain, and we need to do it soon. But what are the options? For now, we're going to resume our construction, now that our debt is officially gone. And this will probably dip back negative soon, but once we get these paper mills done, that will be a big, big boon for us. So we've got like 16 weeks on those. Okay. I want to check in on railway situations. Okay, this is all being built with the private funds, I think. Booming industries were just completed. Chemical plants building throughput. Yeah, we'll do chemical plants, actually. That sounds fine. Explosives were expensive not too long ago. So that seems okay. Cool. We're remaining positive financially here. I love it. And we're going to let our paper mills finish up for sure before we consider expanding our construction. I don't know if we are going to consider expanding our construction right now. I want to check in on the British GDP. 400 million. Okay. We're close. We're close to them on that front. And keep in mind, we are paying them 857K per week. So that's like a million per week. And this is their annual GDP. So a big chunk of that is actually us. Electric telegraphs have been unlocked. That's nice. Minus 25% war exhaustion from casualties. That would be good. But we're about to finish up these paper mills, which is very, very important, of course. That will cut down on all of those government administrations that we built, their costs. We're paying almost $1 million per week on paper. But here we go. Paper mills finishing up. Fantastic. So we'll see how that goes. And do we need to work on railways in Ceylon? The answer appears to be no. So that's great. And yeah, this number is definitely increasing. So we've got 75 weeks in our construction queue here. And we can definitely get rid of this opium plantation. And this coffee plantation. And this dye plantation. There are a couple plantations in here that cannot be built due to arable land issues. Okay. Cool. So all of that will continue to build, and we're building at a pretty prodigious rate. I do want to expand our construction a little bit more. We should be able to afford that. So we're just going to max out our construction sector in Bombay. And I'm not expecting that that will bring us back negative. So, as a hypothetical, Great Britain is at 7461. Now that's spicy. Okay. I'm wondering what their military law is right now. Can we actually see that? I know if we switched over to them to take a look at their laws, then we would lose our achievements being available. So we probably don't want to do that. Actually, we're still chilling at like plus 200k here, with that construction having finished up. So if that's the case, then we likely do want to continue to work on our construction sectors. I'm going to queue up 5 in each of these locations, but I'm doing it at the end of the list right now. Okay. 61 weeks right now on our construction queue. But let's go ahead and move up, like, all of these construction sectors, actually. Let's move them all up. And let's see what that does for us financially. Apparently, these construction sectors cannot actually be built. Sure. We'll see what that's actually like. Okay. Yep, that looks correct. And we do have smoke streams over here. Arts Academy throughput or university throughput? We actually take the university throughput here. We need those qualifications. Okay, this is looking solid financially. I like it. How many pages are we constructing at a time now? A little bit over 3, more like 4. Cool. So that's looking great. I didn't mean to cancel that. I meant to cancel that. But okay, sure. So that's looking good. Financially, things are phenomenal. We'll continue to have progress here. And coming in over here to Great Britain. The real question right now... Something felt weird there as I zoomed in. I don't know. This is feeling normal now, but that was feeling weird. Strange. The real question now is 135, and that number is just not changing, mostly due to the British Army power projection, right? There's a big part of that. No doubt about that. We're chilling at 25.5 literacy. It's kind of flattened out. That I definitely don't like. Should we build additional universities? I don't think universities actually produce literacy. No, they really don't. So what we would need for that, really, is we would need compulsory primary school, or we would need some form of schools. That would help, but we can't actually do that. Actually, nobody would be opposed to public schools. Well, I mean, the Anglican Church would. So what if we were to put in, say, the intelligentsia here into our government? That would put us at 0 legitimacy. Okay, noted. That's not necessarily great. We don't want to be there. We're building at a very rapid pace, right? And we're up to plus 271k now. So I feel like we have this snowball really rolling. We can continue to expand our construction. And I'm going to do so. I'm going to expand by another full state here. I think we can afford that. So we're going to get all of this going. Do we need additional railway? No. Okay. What about government administrations? Taxation capacity is holding. Beautiful. So all of that finishes up, and we're now at 1722. And we are constructing very quickly now. And profitably. Okay, War with the Han Uprising broke out. We don't care about that. That is irrelevant to us. The real question is, can we build more construction? Or do we want to build more construction? Breech loading artillery is going to be done in 9 months here. Repeaters are going to be done in 23. So I definitely think making our way down through here would be good. No doubt about that. Having people other than just the landowners in our government would be awfully nice. And we could be at 47 here. That said, we do need to realize we still have maximum taxation here. So we should probably continue to build and start dropping our taxes down, is probably what our next goal needs to be. So this is going to be 384k, so we need to be at like plus 400,000 for that. Okay, noted. We are in this war right now, so awkwardness is going to ensue a little bit there. We're building all of these railways, and I want to double check that we haven't managed to turn off any of our auto expands. Apparently the munitions plant got turned off at some point. Okay. Yeah, there's no expansion available there, so that's completely fine. Cool. So we are constructing at a ridiculous rate, right? No doubt about that. The economy is a little bit broken right now, as in, like, it's growing faster than we're spending. But I do think that the correct answer at this point is to start cutting taxes. That'll bring our standard of living up and help our population, which has been kind of stagnant, to be honest. So we'll start to get that going. Like, our taxes are absolutely exorbitant, right? No doubt about that, and we need to deal with that. So these constructions are going to continue. Railways are going to be done soon. And I think for now, the best thing that we can do is not really attempt to break free from Britain for a bit yet. And look to do that more close to the end of the game. And just work ourselves up from here. We definitely started from a really awkward point. No doubt about that. But we're definitely making good progress at this point. I'm quite pleased with it, even with the 1 million per week going to Britain. We're still okay. So that's looking good. I do want to cut taxes soon. What is... Okay, they capitulated. That's fine. Let's see what happens as... Okay, North Indian Malaya, or rather Anglo-Indian Malaya, is at 46% market access. I feel like that really does need work. Let's see here. They are at... Yeah, they need people here, is what they need. Okay. We can't pull the brakes on the engines of progress. So we come back to, we can build universities in some of these locations to help with the qualifications. And I think doubling our current university count is not the worst of ideas. It would be nice to have some sort of education. That would be good. Let's see. Laissez-faire would actually have some support. The landowners would be very upset. No doubt about that. That would be better on the private construction allocation. But I don't know how much that's actually useful for us right now. So we're going to get these universities built, right? And that will help our qualifications. Our qualifications are a big problem right now. No doubt about that one. But I really would like to cut taxes. We're about to finish up breech loading artillery, which will also help us militarily. And that is looking good. So after we get that done, we're probably going to end up going for... What, like war propaganda? I don't know, that's still 13 years out. So maybe we go for repeaters here, or even modern nursing. Yeah, I think modern nursing is what we go for here. That's going to be 35 months. Okay. So that's okay. And our economy is just continuing to skyrocket right now. That's exactly what we want to see. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cut taxes right now. That is going to put us negative, but we have a lot of gold reserves built up. Okay, that put us a lot negative. That is more than I expected it to be negative. I expected it to stay at that like 50K number. We'll let it build here for a little bit until we run out of gold, and then if we have to re-raise taxes, we will. I'm hoping that we won't have to. Fingers crossed on that one. We can also cut a we can cut a consumption tax. But overall, I want to take a look. Yeah, that standard of living is definitely coming up. Okay, good to know. 170K is what we're currently negative right now. I think that we'll probably be fine, realistically. We have 28 weeks left in our construction queue here. And we're making good progress through the construction queue. Like, incredibly good progress. This wheat farm can be canceled. Same with this opium plantation. And I think I saw a couple of things over here, right? No, maybe not. Okay, this sugar plantation gets canceled. Expand the rubber industry has been successfully completed. Cool. We'll take the migration attraction. Thank you very much. Tea plantations will be brought down, as well as cotton plantations. Okay, and we're seeing the auto queue pushing us back out to 29 weeks. I like it. So that's looking solid. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to see if we can continue to cut our taxes and hopefully find an opportunity to break free from Britain. But we've got work to do on that front. No doubt about that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadow Wolf, Lohan80, Kentogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Rogue Corvid, Anna the Elephant, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.